After a Supreme Court ruling in 2018 making sports betting legal in the United States, there has been a massive uptick in the number of people putting their money on the line, speculating on their favorite sports teams. Gambling in general within the United States has been the subject of massive legal and political controversies. Take for an example Ohio, a state that has a legal state lottery but yet bans all forms of sports betting and gambling except for special cases. For a country that puts massive emphasis on free markets and minimizing regulations, Ohio's gambling policy is a perfect example of how remarkably backwards a state's laws can be. If you, free citizen of Ohio, wanted to open up your very own casino, the law is simple and clear. You can't. But if you're a billionaire investor or a large corporation and have the important connections to various politicians, no problem. Ohio in 2009 passed a law allowing for 4 fully fledged legal casinos, one in each of its major cities. This law basically ensured operators face no competition and make it impossible for others to enter the market. This casts a gray cloud. One could say gambling is legal in Ohio, but it's really not. It's a confusing mess. You can't bet on sports, and you can only play blackjack at 4 state-designated locations. Examples like Ohio reinforce the idea that America's stance on gambling remains a foggy, unclear cloud of confusing legislation. Everything from table games, horse racing, slots, sports betting, and the lottery is different on a state-by-state basis. In Las Vegas, you can bet on the Super Bowl, hit the jackpot on the slots, win a blackjack hand, and buy some scratch-offs, all in the same hour, while in neighboring Utah, you can't do any of those things without breaking the law. The national sentiment about the subject has risen to all-time highs recently as more prominent politicians and business executives speak out on the subject. Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, led the charge by becoming the first commissioners to speak in favor of legalizing sports betting and how it could be a good thing for the league and fans. In May of 2018, this new wave of opinions and public pressure came to a head when the Supreme Court struck down a 1992 federal law banning commercial sports betting and paved the road for legal sports betting to become legitimized around the nation. Each month that passes, we see more and more states legalize, and the prevailing opinion among political analysts is that this trend will continue. With this improved future growth outlook, gambling companies are becoming to look attractive for long-term investors who understand the growing sentiment in the world's largest economy is shifting. Social attitudes towards gambling are beginning to fade, and with that, opportunities in various stocks are rising. Take for an example Penn National, a company poised to enter the market state by state as soon as it's legally permitted to. Already a major player in the gambling world, the stock has seen a recent decline that makes it an attractive value play in the years coming. Playing it even safer, Van Eck offers a well-diversified ETF, BJK, which tracks the gambling sector in general. Its return over the past few years have been poor, but it's stocks and ETFs like these that are due to rise as gambling becomes more and more accessible to people all around the United States. As archaic laws and social attitudes surrounding sports and gambling dwindle, the number of people ready to make a deposit and place their bets on their favorite teams increases. If we judge numbers using the European market, the United States has a lot of potential in this sector, especially with support coming from the top down. As lobbying groups and politicians create ways to profit for themselves off this industry using taxes and kickbacks, it's only a matter of time before sports betting and gambling take off in the United States. As an investor, being prepared to profit with them should be one of your goals. Only 1% of sports bettors are profitable over a long term, so why not engage in speculation that invests your money in the business and not the service they provide? Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to drop a comment and let me know what you think about gambling in general.